And we're back with the second half, just about to start. Anthony, what do you expect from Mendocino to try and get back into this ball game, being down 6 points?
I expect Mendocino to try to limit the Solano Falcons' shots because they are getting a lot of shots and a lot of offensive rebounds, but that has a lot to do with Jamar King not being in the game because they are missing their physical presence at that point.
I think also Mendocino needs to cut down on the turnovers. Solano's defense really has pushed them into making a lot of mistakes as Brandon Davis misses that layup but gets his own rebound. Passes it off to Ganaway. Pump fake by Adams, and his layup is up and good. So Javon Adams continuing his good first half with the first bucket of the second half.
Yes, Javon Adams is having a big game tonight.
We talked about him pregame. It's nice to see him in the starting lineup. He was on the roster last year, but we never got a chance to see him play here at SCSN. He's played a little bit this season, but this is our first opportunity to get a look at Javon, and Javon really has made an impact on this game so far. As a loose ball foul will be called on Solano. That is, if you had a nitpick at Solano, one of the things they need to work on was fouling. They got into foul trouble pretty early. Mendocino didn't really capitalize on the foul trouble as Brandon Davis steals the ball. Javon Adams in the open court. Nice layup. He saw that Tyrell Jones was kind of lining him up, and he knew exactly where that defender was, and he used the rim to kind of block him off to make that layup attempt good.
Yes, it was definitely a nice up and under move by Javon Adams.
As they kick it out to Crabtree. Back to Brown. Cross court to Malachnik. Cheeto for three. No good. Ganaway with the rebound. And Ganaway is starting in place of Martinez as Barfield is fouled on that layup attempt. Landed hard on his hip. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, those hip injuries can be worse, especially after hitting the hard floor on a basketball court.
Yeah. So let's hope that the sophomore guard Barfield, who is one of the leading scorers for Solano, is all right. He'll go line for two.
2 shots.
Barfield played 2 years ago for Solano, did not play last year. And he hits the first. As R.J. Lewis checks in for Brandon Davis.
In the game for the Falcons, number 13, R.J. Lewis.
So Solano made an adjustment. Lorenzo Martinez started the game at center, but Patrick Ganaway is getting the nod for the second half. We saw that the other game we did for Solano, Ganaway played well in the first half, and he got the start in the second.
Yes, I guess they like his physical presence and how he's dealing with Jamar King. As you can see, another foul on Jamar King right there because of how he's irritating him.
Yeah, Ganaway is just being a nuisance and not going anywhere. King's trying to establish position in the post, but Ganaway's not letting up an inch, and King's just getting kind of frustrated and giving up silly fouls.
Yes, Ganaway is being like a Luis Scola or Anderson Varejao right now.
And so his offensive game, it won't show up in the box score, but it shows up in the box score in that King has 3 fouls, and he's sitting on the bench right now with 18 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second half.
Yes, another great player that was good at irritating people was Dennis Rodman. He would always get under the opposing center or power forward skin and make them have bad games.
And just problem after another. King is called for a technical foul, so Barfield will go to the line and shoot 2. And Coach Billy Offel is trying to defend his player as Barfield hits the first free throw. And you have to, as a coach, have your players back, even though King might be in the wrong, but you can't let your player just be on his own. You can let him out to dry.
Yes, you don't want to get too down on them, even if they are wrong in that situation. But you have to always encourage them and help them make better decisions.
So Barfield able to hit both free throws, and all of a sudden, Solano has a 14-point lead, but R.J. Lewis is going to be called for a foul. His elbow on that swing move, try to turn the ball over to his other hand, clipped Malachnik in the face.
Yes, you can't swing your elbows like that because it is risky.
And Malachnik took the brunt of that elbow. Looked like it just glanced off his face. Not going to really affect anything from Malachnik, but you get the possession. So would you take an elbow to the face to get possession of the ball? Are you that kind of player?
I mean, I would, but
As Ganaway sends away Malachnik. So Ganaway's defensive presence really making a force 2 minutes into this game in the second half. As a nice shovel pass, R.J. Lewis to Javon Adams.
yes, and that was all set up by a give and go and a cut by Javon Adams to the hole.
And we saw that connection by Lewis and Adams on that cross-court pass and layup in the first half as Avila hits the layup. So good communication by the freshman forward and the sophomore forward, Adams and Lewis. As the gamble does not pay off for Jones, but Avila almost gets his pocket picked by Barfield.
Solano is playing incredible defense right now.
And Carey moves his feet well on Malachnik. 3-point shot up and short. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be called a foul on Avila. Theo Avila picks up the foul.
Mendocino looks kind of discouraged right now. Like they know Solano has them right now, and they just can't do anything about it.
Yeah, momentum is definitely on the side of the Falcons right now. As Arash Aliar, who had a really good first half for Solano, hitting 3 layups and another shot for 8 points off the bench. As Barfield with the mid-range jumper is good. Nice use of the pick from Jesse Carey to free him up for that shot.
Yes, and also if he didn't want to shoot the shot, he had Justin Carey right under the hoop.
As Crabtree for 3 is flat. Rebound by Carey.
Ooh, bad pass.
Yeah, careless pass. Malachnik gets in the passing lane, and that layup is up and good by Tyrell Jones. He telegraphed that pass, looked at Barfield a little too long, so Malachnik was able to get in that passing lane.
Yes, that's equivalent to quarterback staring down a wide receiver too long.
As Barfield tees up the 3, and it is good. Hosea Barfield for 3. As Malachnik. And the Mendocino Eagles down by 17 now. So Solano could not ask for a better start to the second half. As Tyrell Jones one-on-one with Javon Adams. That matchup is fun. Those two are athletic. They both are very physical and aggressive on the offensive end. And Tyrell Jones got a little better of Javon Adams there.
Yes, that was great defense by Javon Adams, but better offense by Tyrell Jones.
Yes. So a timeout, 15-point ball game. So Solano was able to extend their lead now to double digits with 15:45 left in the second half. As you see a good look at Coach Nagel talking to his guys. I'd like to thank our crew, Josh Redson, Anna Patera and Greg Poff on the cameras, and McKenna Guerrero producing. A little short staff tonight. It's technically our vacation still, so it's good to have a crew come out to support Solano and give them the coverage they deserve. So I'd like to thank all of the production crew for this game, and thank you, Anthony, for joining me in the booth.
Oh, anytime, Brian.
You know? It's good to have you behind the microphone instead of behind the camera. I know I call the main camera, you're seeing this shot right now, this is Anthony's camera. It's not the main camera anymore, it's just Anthony's camera because he's always on it, and he's always doing a great job. As Hosea Barfield with a nice cut. Tim Moore getting his first action, finding Barfield on that cut.
Nice vision by Tim Moore to find Barfield on the cut.
As that matchup again, Adams and Jones. Malachnik loses the dribble but gets it back. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it up to Brown, being guarded by Tim Moore. Drives his lefty. Scoop shot is no good. Rebound Tim Moore. Outlet pass to Adams. One-on-one with Noel Crabtree. Takes a little Euro step and lays it up and in.
He's having a big game tonight, especially since it's his first game of the season. He's playing incredible right now.
Yeah, Adams with a nice footwork there. I thought Mendocino had a pretty good defensive position, but just a better offensive move by Javon Adams. As Jones going to be called, draw a foul on Javon Adams on that drive.
Even though he got called for the foul, that was beautiful defense.
Yeah, moved his feet well. Just kind of a little hip check, unintentional. Spilled Jones to the floor. Again, Mendocino tries to catch Solano off guard. 3-on-1 fast break. Aliar with the up and under. Aliar really good with that body control on those layups. He's very acrobatic and is able to finish those layups.
And nice transition for Solano, even with Tim Moore running the fast break. Nice pass to Aliar for the finish.
As Adams gets in the passing lane, Tim Moore, nice layup. He got rid of Crabtree with that move. Kind of, not sure what you call it, just kind of swam over him.
Yes, that's a move Dwayne Wade really likes to do.
So Tim Moore getting his first minutes and playing pretty well. Gets another rebound, Tim Moore does.
Oh!
Goes behind the back a couple times. Moore has those 2 points. He has that assist to Barfield. He has a couple rebounds, only in a couple minutes. As Barfield. This lineup really is a good look for Solano with Aliar 4-3. Too long as Mlachnik rebounds it. But Barfield and Aliar in the backcourt with the length of Adams, Moore, and Ganaway's presence up the middle. It's a pretty good lineup for Coach Nagel to use.
Yes, because they're very quick and long.
And the length of Moore is able to tip that ball away from the Mendocino defender and into the hands of Aliar. And Nagel will call a timeout. Slow things down. So 13-point ball game with 13:08 left in the second half.
In the game for the Eagles, number 44.
What was that?
2-3, 23.
Checking in for the Falcons.
It's a 23-point ball game. So it's not 13. I was thinking, I was like, how did they lose 3 points when they're playing so well? But they actually gained 7, so that makes a lot more sense. And there you get a good look of Anna Patero manning your camera. How does that make you feel, seeing your camera being operated by Anna?
Well, it's nice to teach the new people the camera work because, you know, I am a professional.
And there is a good look at Solano's bench, getting wisdom from Coach Nagel, as Mendocino's bench getting their words from Coach Billy Ophel. And a pretty good turnout for Solano, considering that school has not started yet. Got a decent crowd here tonight. And the always important staple of Solano Community College, Sam. And us, of course. SCSN Nation.
The next home game for the men's team.
So timeout has expired.
Against Contra Costa.
Now we'll get the action back underway, as there is a look at Billy Ophel. He was gracious enough to talk to me before the game. It's always good to have coaches kind of recognize you after working at SCSN, because he remembered us from last year and the game we did, and he congratulated us for doing a good job. So thank you, Billy Ophel, for watching. As Barfield gets the ball from Tim Moore, 7 seconds on the shot clock. 5, 4, 3. Aliar, scoop shot is good. So Arash Aliar.
Yes, that was a nice step through by Aliar to first caused by the pump fake and then the step through, which got him the easy basket.
And Aliar steps in the passing lane. Is there a clear path foul in community college basketball?
I think we're about to find out.
Yeah. Because that was the closest thing you'd see to it. But good heads-up play by Mlachnik, not allowing Aliar to get a wide-open layup. And we've seen tonight, Aliar is really good with layups.
Yes, and also Jamar King has not been a factor in the second half.
Yeah, King on the bench, checked back into the game, along with Jawan Harvey, as well as Muhammad Holloway. So 3 new Mendocino Eagles, as Solano's Steven Jefferson checked into the game. And for Javon Adams, Tim Moore for 3, the lefty. Ganaway with a long rebound out to Aliar. Reset of the shot clock. Tim Moore, mid-range, no-look pass to Ganaway. Long shot, rebound, put back by Steven Jefferson.
That was a nice rebound and putback by Jefferson.
I think that was good hands as well by Ganaway on that no-look pass from Moore. We saw in the first half as Tim Moore makes an acrobatic play to get out of the way of the ball, so it doesn't touch him. But we saw in the first half how Solano wasn't ready to catch the ball, some of their big men, and Ganaway on that no-look pass was able to get it. His shot was long, but long enough that Jefferson could get the easy putback. As Aliar and Ganaway work the pick and roll. And Barfield and Jefferson do the same. Tim Moore up top. Gets a screen from Ganaway. Drives to his left. And that's just too much room for the lefty on that drive.
Yes, you can't give a left-handed person the lane to the left. It's just not going to work out.
Yeah, he just got good momentum. And Ganaway with a good screen. Let's see, out of bounds. Still Mendocino ball. As Lorenzo Martinez, the starting center for tonight's game, checks in for Ganaway, who put in really good minutes against Jamar King. So Crabtree in the corner. Harvey, pump fake, drives to his right, a little floater, too strong. Battle for the rebound. Brown shovels it off to King, and a foul is going to be called on Lorenzo Martinez.
Nice contest of the shot by Martinez. Didn't allow the easy basket for King.
Yeah, King's only around a 50% free throw shooter, 58.5 to be exact.
13 foul. 2 shots.
You'd like to see the big man go to the line, try and earn 2 shots as he misses that first one. If he makes that layup, maybe he gets some confidence, gets some momentum on his side, and starts becoming more of a havoc inside in the paint. But by fouling him, missing that first free throw, kind of adds to the frustration as he misses the second. But good tip by Holloway to keep possession from Mendocino.
Yes, you can tell King gets frustrated as he missed the 2 last free throws and he airballed the shot. Plus, not only that, the technical foul.
King will go back to the line after that post move.
Third personal.
He's on a mission to score, I think, after he got back in the ballgame.
Yes, once he sees the ball go in the hoop, I think that will boost his confidence.
As that first free throw is good. For Jamar King, averaging 11.8 points per game. And again, Holloway with the putback rebound. So last 2 free throw attempts by King that were missed on the second one, Holloway was able to tip it out to keep possession. As the timeout by Coach Nagel on that full court press.
Yes, he had to call a timeout as they trapped Tim Moore. But right after he called the timeout, you seen Jose Barfield was wide open and had an easy lane to the hoop.
Falcons call a 30-second timeout.
So this 30-second timeout really isn't really meant for coaching necessarily. It's more to get to avoid the turnover as Tim Moore was trapped on the sideline with 2 Mendocino Eagles around him. Probably giving them advice about how to execute this full court press defense. How do you get past a full court press defense when you're on offense?
Well, there's many different types of full court presses. It just depends on how they line up. I know an easy way to beat the press is like have a guy stand at half court and kind of just give it to him immediately, and then your 2 guards run past them, and whoever gets open gets open. But also you have to set screens for one another to free each other up.
Or you could just dribble past the defender as Tim Moore did, draw the foul on Holloway.
Well, when you have the length that Tim Moore has, you can do that.
16 foul.
But if you saw the wide shot, Lorenzo Martinez was that guy you were talking about that was flashing in the middle. If you give it to him, he has the choice to get it to either one of the guards, whoever's more open. So we'll see that yet again. Martinez in the middle with Davis looking to get it to somebody. Gets it to Tim Moore. He'll settle it down with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Moore breaking down King.
Ooh.
As Javon Adams, who checked back into the game, draws the foul on Juwan Harvey. That'll be a 1-on-1 opportunity for Javon Adams to get a couple more points tonight.
I know Tim Moore wishes he has that one back because I know Tim Moore and he likes one-on-one opportunities. And with Jamar King guarding him, I know he wishes he had that one back.
Yeah, with the speed and athleticism that Tim Moore possesses. As Adams misses the first of the 1-on-1. Rebound by King. Good play by Davis to deflect the ball, not allow that transition opportunity to get easy points for Mendocino. As this lead has ballooned 62-36. 26-point ball game. There's a spin move by Brown. Off the backboard and good. So nice spin move by Herman Brown.
Yeah, good defense, just better offense. Nothing you could do about it.
As a full court press yet again. Davis looking for a man. Martinez pass it to Chance Pippen. Wide open for the layup. Too strong though. Tim Moore tips the ball to himself. And they settle it back out. Nice cut by Adams, but better defense by King coming from the weak side to block that ball. As Harvey dribbles the ball into the half-court set, being picked up by Adams. Holloway being guarded by Pippen. King finding the cutter. Nice backdoor cut from Noel Crabtree.
Nice vision by King to see Crabtree cutting on the play.
As Chance Pippen is swarmed by Crabtree and Holloway and forced into a travel.
In the game, Mendocino, number 12, Tyrell Jones.
So Mendocino gets their leading scorer back into the ball game, Tyrell Jones. We'll get to see that Tyrell Jones-Javon Adams matchup yet again.
Solano, they don't want Mendocino to have the momentum going forward because they can easily come back. There is still 9 minutes left in the game, and that is all the time you need.
As the long three is good by Herman Brown. Really, Mendocino hasn't had the long ball be a factor in their offense. Only Herman Brown has had the touch from three-point distance. As the ball passed out to Chance Pippen. Moore up top finds Martinez on the block. Hands it off to Pippen. Dribbles to his left, pump fake. Shoots it just to the right.
I would like to see Martinez attack the paint more with the post game. Get Jamar King out of the game, basically, or attack the other big man and get them in foul trouble.
As Pippen with the rebound, dribbles into the half court. Off to Brandon Davis. Mendocino wants a backcourt violation. Not going to get it. As 15 seconds on the shot clock. Really, Mendocino has picked up their defense in the last couple minutes. Cut this game under 20. Davis drives, blocked by Holloway. Outlet pass is to Tyrell Jones. Try to slam it home, but he is pushed in the back by Tim Moore for the foul.
That was kind of risky by Tim Moore, but at least he didn't get the and one.
Yeah, talk about risk too. Tyrell Jones trying to stuff it when you're down 19. You need buckets. Now you got to earn it from the line. Because you can kind of see Tim Moore kind of lining up, trying to swat the ball, trying to make a play.
Yes, but at the same time, I believe Tyrell Jones, he wanted to get the confidence of his teammates going and shift the momentum.
As he misses the first, as Solano gets a lot of substitutions with Hosea Barfield, Arash Aliar, RJ Lewis, and Patrick Ganaway all checking in. Only man staying is Javon Adams. And really, this lineup is played the best so far together with RJ Lewis and Javon Adams at the 4. That versatility, the length. You have 4 really good ball handlers as well as Ganaway making a defensive presence.
Yes, and you need ball handlers to beat a press. If they can't handle the ball, then the pressure will get to them.
Barfield gets a screen from Ganaway. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Allier up top with 7. Drives to his right. Blocked by Holloway. Outlet pass is great by King. Over and up and in by Tyrell Jones. So don't look now. It's a 16-point ball game. I think it's 16 now. As Allier gets the handoff. Javon Adams dribbles. Passes back out. And Mendocino's defense really has gotten them back in this ball game. Adams tees up a 3. Just rattles in and gets the shooter's roll for 3.
Yes, they needed that basket.
Looked like that was going to rattle out, but it got the kind home bounce. So a 19-point ball game. As Adams strips the ball, but ends up in the hands of Holloway.
Nice defense by Javon Adams to strip the ball away. It just happened to land in Mendocino's possession again.
They get a good bounce on the shot, but you get the bad bounce on the steal. So Solano up by 17 as R.J. Lewis dribbles past the defender, swatted away by Holloway. Barfield saves it into Ganaway. See what that call is going to be. Number 13 is ejected.
I believe so.
So something happened away from the ball, and R.J. Lewis has been ejected from this ball game.
On number 13, R.J. Lewis.
So a flagrant foul is called on R.J. Lewis, and he is out. So Brandon Davis will check in for R.J. Lewis as the referees discuss what happened. As you can see, the look on R.J. Lewis's face, can't believe the call on the floor. As Solano has to really settle themselves. They had a 20-point-plus lead, and Mendocino really turned up the defense, especially on the full court, and that's really allowed them to get back in this game. It's still 17 points, but it feels like Mendocino has all the momentum.
Yes, Coach Nagel has to settle his players down and get them refocused to attacking the paint and moving the ball.
And you see Greg Poff there getting the shot of R.J. Lewis. Not sure who that is.
That's Rico Rose.
Oh, okay. Do people mention that his name's just like Derrick Rose, Dorico Rose?
I don't know.
I don't know. Dorico, Derrick. As Holloway hits both free throws on the flagrant foul. Just take my word for it. You can see on the score that the score changed. It's a 15-point ball game. So some buzzer trying to get the attention of the referee. So that flagrant foul comes at a bad time as well. Mendocino gets the ball back, got 2 free throws. So
And
it just helps them with their comeback effort.
And the momentum is slowly shifting towards Mendocino.
And this man with the ball, Herman Brown, with that 3-point shot, really helped energize Mendocino. We saw Tyrell Jones try and get that dunk to do it, but Herman Brown with his 3 and that layup there cuts the lead to 13. Herman Brown's been a big factor in this Mendocino comeback. As Ganaway gets the ball in the full court, they're going to call 10 seconds on Ganaway because he was standing right at the half-court line, 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
10-second violation.
Did not get the ball past half-court. You can't be on the half-court line. As Nagel calls a timeout. Clearly frustrated. This ball game seems to be slipping away from Solano's side.
Yes, and that's the last thing you want to happen with a 20-point-plus lead, and then to see it slowly going away.
Yeah, I believe 26 points was the biggest lead at one point in this second half. That's been cut in half. It's a 13-point ball game right now. And Mendocino, when Jamar King settled down, he hasn't been in foul trouble, hasn't been too aggressive. He's been good in the second half of the second half. Tyrell Jones has been stellar, as well as Herman Brown. And somebody who's also from Mendocino has played really well is Muhammad Holloway. He's had a couple blocks on the defensive end. He's tipped balls when King has missed free throws that got them second chances and got them easy buckets. So Holloway's presence at the power forward position for Mendocino got them some good looks as well.
Yes, the energy from Holloway is really showing out. And second chance points are always big in closing situations.
So Jones can be matched up. Good play by Ganaway to tip that ball away. Adams in the open court, swatted again. Holloway with the block, but Ganaway gathers the ball, and Solano will reset in the half court. Like I said, Holloway, he's been active on the defensive end. That's his third block shot of the second half.
Yes, and I know the coach loves his energy and hustle on these plays.
Barfield tees up a three. He had all the space in the world. Noel Crabtree sagged off him, kind of had his hands up like, whose man was that, or what happened? Just a miscommunication on defense for that Barfield three. And a good, strong move by Tyrell Jones, kind of bumping off Javon Adams. Wasn't a foul either way, just physical play. As Arash Aliar able to get it to Davis. And this look really has the truest ball handlers with 3 point guard types with Barfield, Aliar, and Brandon Davis, as well as Javon Adams, who has above average handles as well. As that ball is blocked, not called goaltend. Jones tees up a three, and it's good. Tyrell Jones for three. It's an 11-point ball game with 4:15 and counting. Barfield out to Davis. Gonna spin back out, use some clock. Kind of in this in-between where you want to use the clock, but you have to make sure that you score to keep the lead at a certain length.
Yes, you don't want to be too conservative at the same time. It's always nice to attack the basket and keep them getting tired, because right now they're letting Mendocino rest.
As Aliar picks up a foul on the dribbler, so they'll shoot 1 and 1.
Foul number 10, Raj Aliar.
And we talked about missed free throws from Mendocino in the first half. Really haven't had that issue so far in the second half because Holloway's been able to get them second possessions. But this is a big 1 and 1 for Mendocino.
Yes.
If they miss this free throw, then Solano potentially can get the ball back with no points scored for Mendocino.
Yes, besides from King's earlier misses from the free throw line, they have been pretty good from the free throw line since then.
And Brown missed that free throw. Ganaway gets the outlet pass. Dribbles the ball to Barfield. Barfield calls a timeout. So 11-point ball game now. So it's really this math that is coming down to this ball game. 3:35 left. You have an 11-point lead. You want to use as much of the shot clock as you can, but you don't want to take your offense out of rhythm as well. So
Yes.
it's kind of a interesting dilemma Solano's in right now.
Yes, Solano, they have to be patient on the offensive side, but at the same time, don't be too conservative. Move the ball around, get your open shots, or attack the basket.
So what would you do if you were on the offensive side of the ball and you're in this situation where you want to use clock, but you also want to stay in rhythm of your half-court set? What kind of plays would you like to see run?
Well, I would set a couple of backside picks or just get the pick-and-roll game going, kind of let the clock tick down, but not too low to the point where you have to hurry up and get a shot off.
We'll see 15 seconds on the shot clock. Adams up top. Over to Barfield with 7. Aliar 5, 4, 3. Aliar drives, hangs, and is fouled by Malachnik with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. So Aliar will go to the line, shoot 2.
Yes, Aliar, nice job attacking the hoop and drawing the foul.
Personal, 18 foul. 2 shots.
So that's exactly what you want when you're Solano. Use 28 seconds of the shot clock, and Aliar goes to the line, shoot 2 points. Misses the first, though. I see an adorable audience member of Solano as Tim Moore checks into the ball game for Ganaway. So really athletic look to this lineup with Tim Moore at the 5.
Yes, now they have the speed to go along.
As that heat check 3 by Tyrell Jones. No time came off of that clock, of the shot clock. So it's a 9-point ball game as Adams is double teamed by Crabtree and Jones. Has to call a timeout.
If I'm Solano, I don't want to call too many timeouts because what if they come back and with like 30 seconds left, how do you drop a play for your team?
Exactly. So you don't want to use all of your timeouts in order to keep these possessions. You just got to stay disciplined, know that the full court press is coming, and realize that you can't hold on to the ball. And when you're on the sidelines, they're going to come pressure you because that sideline is going to be a third defender. So when 2 players come at you, you got to get rid of the ball.
Yes, they have to set some backside picks or just set picks for each other to get each other free going, and don't go to the sidelines because that is an easy way to trap if you're Mendocino.
So yeah, the bigs, Tim Moore, as well as Javon Adams, setting screens, like you said, for Davis and Barfield. Going to be important in order to keep possession, but in order to keep your timeouts as well. So 3:01 in this ball game as Hosea Barfield, as you see on your screen, will take the ball out. Going to be guarded by Tyrell Jones. Brandon Davis gets the ball back. Gets the screen from Adams up top. Hands it off to Aliar with 10 seconds left. Looking for Barfield. Nice screen to send him open. Mlachnik outlet pass on that rebound. Tyrell Jones thought about the 3. He's been hot from distance. Mlachnik for 3. He is long. Rebound Aliar. And that is going to be called a foul on Mlachnik.
Yes, it was kind of late. I was going to say, like, where's the whistle?
Yeah, there's a lot of tumbling, a lot of physical activity. And something happened with Tyrell Jones. He's grabbing his mouth. Maybe some incidental contact. Probably wants a foul on that 3-point shot.
Third personal.
Wasn't a 3-point shot, but
I believe Aliar, when he snatched the ball away, maybe made some contact with Tyrell Jones, but that's all I could really think of.
You get a good look at Aliar there from the free throw line. Rattles home the 1-and-1. Important for Aliar to get that second free throw.
Yes, they need any basket at this point.
Yeah, now it's a double-digit lead. Hits both. Long 3 from Herman Brown, and that is good. So Mendocino heating up from 3-point range, and they need it. 2:24 and counting. They're not using a ton of shot clock, but they're hitting the big shots that they need to stay in this ball game.
Yes, this ball game is still very close with 2 minutes left. Anything could happen at this point.
Tyrell Jones, Herman Brown, those are the 2 guys you have to watch out for from distance. Lachnick, that 3-point attempt, that didn't look good. That was not accurate, but Jones and Brown, you got to realize the hot shooter's out when you're Solano, so you can't sag off your guy. If anything, you kind of have to be aware if you're not guarding them that if they get the ball, they're probably going to jack it up for 3 because they need points and they need them quickly.
Yes.
And you see various shots of Solano Gymnasium, the lone men's basketball championship, 1996-1997, back when our own Tristan Vector was just an embryo. I think if he's 18. 2005.
Yes,
yeah.
About.
2015. I'd say it was 2005. It's been a long break, I tell you, Anthony. And so this timeout for Mendocino is over. Solano will get the ball. You have to beware of this full court press, which has really changed this game. Solano got out to a huge lead in the second half. And Adams gets out to Aliar. Great way to break the press. They broke that in 6 seconds. So
Yes. What I like about it is you didn't see much dribbling. You just see pass the ball, get it, pass the ball.
yeah, when you dribble, that gives your time for your defender to swarm you and pressure you. As Davis kicks out to Tim Moore. That baseline jumper is no good. Rebound by King. Tyrell Jones, got to pick him up. Adams does, makes a nice move. Swatted away by Tim Moore, ball on the ground. I think they're going to call double possession. Possession arrow is Mendocino's way. To see if anybody calls a foul, perhaps, on loose ball.
Nice block by Tim Moore.
Yeah, great block by Moore. That ball was on the ground. 50-50 ball. Mendocino was able to pounce on it as David Malachnik comes back into the ball game.
But this can turn out to be a positive for Solano because if there happens to be another jump ball with like seconds left, then it would be Solano's ball.
Yeah, every single hustle play, that matters for the possession arrow. So even if you don't get the ball back, the next time you make a hustle play, it benefits you. So Herman Brown gets the ball, dribbles the ball off of his foot. Osea Barfield has Tim Moore, gives him the lead pass, and that is going to be a foul call. And that was a tough foul on Tim Moore. Jamar King landed all of his weight on Tim, and Tim is not the biggest of guys. He's very skinny, very lanky.
Yes, very lanky.
And so we hope Tim is all right, because that big man, he was coming full speed. Osea having a little laugh with Tim about that.
Yeah, because he knows Tim is all right. Tim is a tough guy.
Yeah.
Even though he is really skinny, he's very tough.
It just looked worse than it probably was. Just the physics of it, of the big man, Jamar King, coming down, attempting to swat it. I actually thought it was goaltended because I thought it may have hit the backboard before he made contact.
I mean, it was too close for the referees to tell, so
Yeah,
better off as
it's
a no
better
call.
to just call a regular foul and not make that kind of that 50-50 kind of in-between call and make that call be a factor as Tim hits the first free throw. So 9-point game, 134. This time management looks like it's in the favor of Solano. That ball is short. 9-point game. So they're going to double Jones with Adams and Aliar, but Aliar peels back. Moore with the contest. Leaks out. Oh, another hard foul on Tim Moore, and they're going to call a flagrant foul, it looks like, on Tyrell Jones. Coach Nagel emphasizing to his players.
Yeah, you can see the frustration from Mendocino now with that hard foul by Tyrell Jones.
And Solano kind of chirped back at Mendocino. There's a little chirping going on, and Coach Nagel with a good coaching moment saying that's not who we are. That's not representative of our program. Make sure Tim's all right.
These are two big free throws for Tim Moore. Right now, he can either close out the game or make it even closer.
And it's huge because Tyrell Jones is a flagrant foul, so he is out of the game as well. So a rarity, RJ Lewis and Tyrell Jones both with flagrant fouls and are out of the ball game. So they'll get 2 shots and the ball, which is very important at this point in the ball game.
In the game for Mendocino, number 2, Grant Payne.
So Grant Payne checking into the game for the first time, replacing Tyrell Jones. And Moore. Long on the first free throw.
Yes, all he has to do is adjust. They still get ball back, but you want free throws to try to close out the game early.
Yeah, and the benefit is that you have 30 seconds of shot clock to use. hits the second, and now it's a 10-point ball game. You use all 30 seconds, not even get a shot up. That leaves them with just 47 seconds left. So time's on their side, the score's on the side. Looks like Solano has weathered this storm, but we'll see what Mendocino's defense has to say about it. They've been putting pressure on Solano, causing turnovers. So if they get a turnover right here, it'd be very important for them.
At this point, it's more of a free throw game for Solano, honestly.
Yeah. Because they'll start fouling, especially now they're in the bonus. This is community college basketball. Free throw shooting is not the most consistent at this level. And so Moore is going to go to the line.
Third personal.
So Tim Moore, interesting second half, an interesting ball game in general. First half didn't get any playing time. Second half, immediately made an impact. Got a good backdoor cut pass to Osea Barfield for an assist. Got a couple rebounds. Got some open court layups. And now late in this ball game, a lot of activity surrounding Tim Moore.
Yes, he has really showed up the second half, really helping Solano.
Eagles, number 4, Mamadou Ba.
As Mamadou Ba checks into the ball game. He hits the second. And Jesse Carey will give Tim Moore a much-needed break on the bench.
Yes, he has taken a lot of abuse in the second half with 2 hard fouls.
Hey, kick your feet up, Tim. 11-point ball game. As Brown being guarded by Jesse Carey. Nice bounce pass to Mlachnik as he is fouled. We'll see if they'll give them 2 if he was shooting. Nope, it's just going to be
Foul number 21, Jesse Carey.
a foul on Jesse Carey.
Personal.
If I'm Solano, I'm keeping my hands up and letting them draw the contact because what you don't want is for the time to stop.
Right. Giving them points with no time coming out the clock is the worst thing that Solano could have at this point. As Mlachnik hits the first. And Cheeto hits the second. As Aliar runs the baseline, calls a timeout. A good awareness by Aliar that he made that free throw, so he has the freedom to roam the baseline. If he had missed that, obviously he wouldn't be taking it out of bounds if he missed it. But with that pressure, it's important to know if you're stationary, that just gives the defense an advantage. The person guarding the inbounder can just stay tall, keep his hands up, and kind of deflect the ball potentially. So
yes, you have to be aware of certain game situations. You don't want to be like Chris Webber in his last Michigan game and calling a timeout when they had no timeouts left.
Cover your ears, Tristan, if you're watching this.
Leaving, I believe it was North Carolina, or
I think it was
either North
Duke?
Carolina or Duke.
Yeah.
And they gave them 2 free throws to end the game.
Yeah.
So
I think it was Duke and that Christian Leitner team, I believe.
I know it was one of them. It was one of them.
Or was it UNLV? I don't know.
No, I know it was a blue team
Yeah.
for sure.
It was a blue team from North Carolina. That's all we know. Not NC State, not Davidson. How many colleges does North Carolina have?
A lot.
Jeez. As 56.8 seconds left. Solano's going to inbound the ball. Do a little cross screen. Aliar. You're going to give him some space and close in on him. Barfield gets the ball back. Over to Aliar. Foul is going to be called. Barfield go to the line. Foul number 22, Herman Brown.
Foul number 22, Herman Brown. 4th personal.
So it'll just be a free throw shooting contest for Solano pretty much from here on out, as Mendocino just hopes that you miss a couple, maybe split,
Yes.
get a 3 here or there. Trying to cut this lead down. But you don't want to foul Barfield. Barfield's probably their best free throw shooter. When they got a technical earlier, he shot the free throws. He nails both.
Yes, this game is pretty much on ice right now.
As the 3-point shot is long, out to Herman Brown. That shot was a good contest by Jesse Carey, but air balls typically go to the home team just because Solano's more prepared for the rebound. As Barfield is fouled yet again. 35.2 left.
Yes, and like I was saying earlier, a good job by Justin Carey because he held his hands up and didn't want to commit any fouls, which would have gave Mendocino 2 free throw shots and the time would have stopped.
Yeah. So Mendocino makes the substitution with Jawan Harvey. As Barfield hits the first. Just add a couple points to the average. And Barfield with the second free throw. Just short, so that's what Mendocino wants from split free throws. A lot of dribbling from Mendocino. Harvey for three. Short, takes off iron. Barfield with the rebound and fouled. So Hosea Barfield sniffing some extra points. Gets that rebound.
Hey, it doesn't hurt to add a little more stats to your stat sheet.
You know that from your playing days in your your certain age requirement league. You're not technically that age, but we'll keep it secret.
Shout out to Sam.
Yep, you scored, what was it, 19 points?
19 in the last game.
So not only can you call basketball, you can shoot it a little bit.
Yeah.
So Mendocino trying to find a quick three opportunity as that three-point is airballed. Noah Crabtree out to the corner. Mamadou ball hits the side of the backboard. I think Mendocino's content with Solano just dribbling out the ball as Javon Adams will keep the ball, dribble the ball out. And the final score will be Solano 79, Mendocino 67. So, Anthony, very exciting, interesting second half for Solano. What ultimately let them keep their lead and come out with a victory?
The energy and the hustle, honestly. Javon Adams put on a great show tonight, and his Solano teammates matched his intensity on the offense and defense side. And that is what led them to this victory tonight.
Yeah, they came out in the second half, extended their slim halftime lead to over 20 points, 26 at one point. But credit Mendocino in their coaching. Billy Offel made a change. He implemented a full court press that really shook up Solano for the midway point of the second half, and they made this a game really close, cut it down to single digits, but Solano's tenacity, their mindset was able to kick in, and they were able to come out with a victory. And we will bring you an interview with the Best Buy player of the game after this message.
Hi, everybody. Greg Poff here in the Solano College Sports Network studio to tell you about a great opportunity here at Solano Community College, where we are the only college in the nation to have our own sports broadcasting program. So if you're interested in a career in sports broadcasting, Solano Community College is the place for you. And we offer students training in all aspects of sports broadcasting, whether it's behind the microphone, using a camera, or learning to operate our state-of-the-art TV production system in our newly renovated TV studio, or out in the field covering an actual live Solano Community College sports event. At SCC, our sports broadcasting program is responsible for providing broadcasts of Solano sports events and creating shows to be telecast on Fairfield's Channel 28, as well as webcasts on our Solano College Sports Network YouTube channel and our Facebook page. So if you're interested in taking one of our sports broadcasting courses, you will find them listed in the SCC schedule of classes each and every semester under Communication Studies. Also, by the end of this spring semester, we will have a certificated program in place where you can earn a certificate in the field of sports broadcasting that has you ready and prepared for an entry-level position in that particular career. So come on over, check us out. You can find us in the TV studio in room 121 on the main campus at Solano Community College in Fairfield, California. And remember, here at Solano College Sports Network, it's more than just sports.
It's an education.
Hi, I'm McKenna Guerrero with the Solano College Sports Network, and I'm here with our Best Buy player of the game, Javon Adams. Javon, how does it feel to get your guys' first home game win?
It definitely feels real good. This is actually my first time playing here at Solano, so it feels really good.
And what are you going to bring to this game and bring it to the next?
Intensity, definitely. Our intensity, that's what keeps us in every game. So you got to bring that every day.
Well, congratulations, Javon. Tonight, Solano won 79-67. Hope to see you guys next time. I'm McKenna Guerrero with the Solano College Sports Network. Thank you.
Right on.
Thank you.